As someone who came from a stricter household with no car or friends within a 30-minute radius, I had high hopes for college. What I expected was a heavy workload and shitty roommates, but what I got was so much better. I met some of my best friends. Bad bitches. The craziest parties I've ever been to. Badder bitches. I traveled the world. The baddest bitches. Joined clubs and obviously locked in to get my degree because I knew what I was really there for. But the fine shits. Oh my god! And this guy Iori came from an all-boys high school, so he was definitely looking for a similar experience, but what he got was... This anime is called Grand Blue, and let me start off by saying this anime is in my top 3 funniest anime of all time, and the perfect anime to watch before you're going to high school. Fuck. College. You know what I meant.
If you ain't talking money, I don't wanna talk. You can tell I get this sex just bound.
Characters. Meet Iori. He's an incoming freshman at whatever the fuck university, and during his stay, he plans to live with his uncle at his diving shop, along with his 2 cousins Nanaka and Chisa.
Damn, son.
And you might be wondering, why the fuck did they just introduce his cousin like that? Cause,
My ding-a-ling! My ding-a-ling! I want you to play with my ding-a-ling!
This act is over.
But just wait, you'll see just how freaked out everybody is soon. Iori's expectation of college gets absolutely shit on by these guys, Tokita and Kotobuki, in the diving club. Ever since he got to the shop, they were always scheming and in his face about joining the club, so even though he doesn't know how to swim, they made him join regardless. Iori even tricked someone he met at school to join that he swore to stay away from. And although they hate each other, they're almost inseparable. These 2 are the funniest duo in the show because they're always fighting and constantly trying to snake each other out, but bro definitely needs to be put on a watch list because he likes middle school girls.
Nope, stop talking, go to jail.
Well, to be exact, he likes middle school anime girls. Yeah, he ain't Diddy, but close enough.
Freaky ass nigga.
But since we're on the topic of weird, I think now's a good time to show you how fucked up they all are. Chisa's sister, Nanaka, is typically motherly and normal throughout the show, but she secretly has a super sister complex or fetish, something like that. I don't know if it's downright attraction, lust, or just obsession as a sister, but she's freaked out. Chisa is probably the most normal person in the show as she constantly ridicules and glares at Iori for the bullshit that he gets into, and it's hilarious until you start picking up the romantic subtleties between the 2 that the show forces on you. Like, they straight up had a running trope that they were dating, and I thought maybe I fucked up and assumed that they were cousins. But no, they really are cousins, related, family, blood.
Oh! Ew! Dude! What the fuck?
This isn't a Japanese anime anymore, they're from Alabama. Just to confirm, they may or may not be blood related, so it's really a
What are you doing, step bro?
situation. Chisa is the only one who redeems herself as she completely detests ever dating Iori and simply admires his character. Sometimes. Iori is still sick in the head though, because he gets caught looking at her like this whenever she be looking cute. And everyone else is just okay with the fact that they're cousins and could be in a relationship. But at the same time, everyone in the show has a screw or 2 loose, so meh. Lastly, we got these 2 freaks. They're actually really good people who are carefree for the most part and love to drink. Naked. Not underwear and shirt off naked either, like the full shit. In public. In front of anyone and anybody, they don't give a fuck. It's wild, but in their serious mode, they're great diving instructors and serve as leaders for the club, which they basically force Kohei and Iori into. And with that, you get the full Grand Blue gang. Wait, I almost forgot. We got 2 more weirdos, but they're additions to the cast as the story progresses. They don't go to the same school as the rest of the gang, but first up, we got the seductress Azusa, who really enjoys talking to Iori, but not because of what you're thinking. She thinks he's gay. To be politically correct, she thinks he's bisexual because of something Nanaka told her from a misunderstanding when he was setting up his room. Her personality is that of an unhinged tomboy. She also loves to drink and can often be found naked in precarious situations like this one, which make it hard on the men around her to view her as a real woman. She's attractive, bisexual, and she's attracted to Nanaka and Toki, but she's just as carefree as the 2 musclehead freaks. And lastly, we got Keiki, aka Aina. She's some girl who can't do makeup for shit, so our main character and Kohei nicknamed her Keiki. She was getting bullied by her previous club until Iori and Kohei helped her out at a beauty pageant by embarrassing the leader of that club in front of everyone there. Since the diving club is open to any school, Keiki decided to join their club with a newfound crush on Iori, but he does not fuck with her like that. But now for the
Niggas envy, Blicky got the stiffy, got Blicky, drumming, slippy,
plot. The story of Grand Blue is just a funny life story about a boy going into his freshman year of college. We often get the high school slice of life where it's petty jealousy, bullying, or reincarnation for a get back, but we rarely get the stories where they're already young adults trying to navigate through life. Freshman year of college, you're broke, or at least I was. You want to get all the experiences you missed out in your younger years and finally have your first real world experience. It's a beautiful feeling that really shapes a person's character, for better or for worse. Some may say the plot is pretty basic in the grand scheme of things, see what I did there, but I think that's what makes it unique. Show me a funnier college anime that's actually informative. They accurately depicted a college seaside lifestyle, incorporated the unintentional friendships and bonds made through college. They even managed to emphasize the drastic changes in your personality through Iori's story, and just how difficult it is to manage this chaotic new lifestyle while maintaining your academic standing. Considering they also made someone who isn't a big fan of sports anime, like myself, watch an informative anime on diving professional practice and knowledge while keeping it entertaining enough for me to watch it multiple times, I can't give it below a 7.5, so 7.5 it is. Characters. As for the characters, each character had their own identity, including the ones that were introduced later in the show. Even the background characters of Iori and Kohei served as a nice change of pace outside the main cast. I think giving each character their own weird trait worked out well in this anime, and further emphasized the premise that you'll definitely meet all types of people in college, as everyone comes from a different background and culture. Not saying playing rock, paper, scissors drunk and naked is normal, but exhibitionists do exist, so as far as characters go, solid 8. Animation and design, I'm giving it a cool 9. That rhymed. Shit.
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga.
The visual direction was crucial to selling the humor of the show. Each time something obscene would happen, it would completely change the design of the characters' faces or showed the drastic effect of their actions. Like when they were given alcohol instead of water and the animators showed the alcohol evaporating super fast, or when they emphasized characters' distaste for one another and casually go back to the original animation of the show for emphasis. I loved it and really appreciate the visual direction of this anime. Keeps the story perpetual and evokes the emotions of the characters a lot better in my opinion. Humor. If it's in my top 3 funniest anime of all time, it's gotta be a 10. And some of you might combat that statement with, it's not as funny as ghost stories, you're wrong.
Kaya!
You. What do you want?
Thanks a lot, man.
Huh? I think she's right. You are retarded.
What'd I say?
I told you I'm going to be fine. Why are you still crying?
Because his pajamas are gay.
Think of a big black man chasing you!
Well, he's not racist.
Ghost stories don't count. Aside from ghost stories, this anime is one of the few anime to actually make me laugh out loud, and rewatching it only solidified that fact. There's literally a funny moment in every episode, and it'll be over the most mundane thing, like when Iori had to hold a mixer for all his friends because they were actually gonna kill him for having Chisa as a girlfriend, but they were so desperate they came up with an elaborate plan to show who they were targeting at the mixer. This definitely happens in real life, and there's always that one guy that's more desperate than the others. So this guy said as long as he can be with someone, he doesn't give a shit what she looks like. Knowing that this is just an anime, I really didn't expect to see that social interaction depicted so perfectly. From the dirty macking to the cock blocking, everything was done so realistically, I imagine some of your friend groups were in similar situations. Or when Iori had to room with Nanaka and Azusa before a test, but he couldn't sleep because he was looking at titties all night and stiff as hell. On one end, he has the seductress, and on the other end, he has a sexy cousin. I know, still weird, but he deadass had to strangle himself to sleep. This whole show is comedic gold, and those instances were just scraping the surface of what you can expect. Compy Factor 10. Pretty self-explanatory to be honest. It's literally in my top 3 funniest, so of course I thought it was perfect. I watched this in college during my freshman year, so it has a lot of sentimental value for me. Also had a couple similar experiences and did things I never thought I'd do before I died, so if I had a virtual time capsule, this anime would definitely be in it. And as for the final rating, 8.6. Grand Blue is a great anime that came out in a great year, 2018. And with the amount of sheer greatness being produced at the time, it makes sense why anime fans could have overlooked this. But trust me when I say, I think everyone should watch this at least once. College isn't for everybody, but if you wanted a glimpse into the college lifestyle and the different types of people you'll meet, Grand Blue isn't the worst place to start. You could also just look up a day in the life video, but they be capping, so this will probably be more entertaining for you. If you enjoyed this video, comment, like, and subscribe for my next journal entry. And let me know what anime is in your top 3 funniest. Peace.